how to keep batteries long term. We'll stick with the computers and tech stuff because that's what we're going with. Is batteries long term, you want them to charge up to 100%, then no longer charge them until they're nearly dead again, and power the battery. It's like let the battery power cycle like that, because that's how they were designed. That's what they're made to do. The chemicals in them. I can't give you like the exact scientific
And
formula.
that's which
why?
kind?
The tech computers and things like that.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are that way.
Yes,
I've been saying this.
I know that.
I swear you've been telling me it doesn't matter.
Now, this is going to make sure that they have the longest life cycle.
Yes.
If you have them plugged in, though, it's not going to diminish it ridiculous amounts.
Okay, so personal story. I had a laptop from 2009 up until 5 years ago. I had the same computer. It was for 5 years. I had the same really cheap Toshiba laptop. And I tried really hard to always like let the battery drain so that it would be that way, and it was pretty good for most of those 5 years. It was good, but eventually it did get to the point where it has to be plugged in to work. And that's kind of ultimately why I stopped using it, because it's a pain in the butt, and then as soon as it unplugs, it just stops. And so it's really important to me, especially because I try to make my tech last as long as I can, that I do the long cycle for the. And so that's why, like, when my tech gets left plugged in when it's already full battery, it drives me so frustrated.
Typically, batteries have, like, I think the lifespan usually is about 1,000 charges. Generally, that's like give or take like 1,000 to 2,000 charges.
It's only like 3 years of daily charging.
And you start noticing that after 3 years, your phone like becomes significantly more dependent on charging throughout the day. That's typically the point where you notice it as a consumer.
But it is good. So it is, what you're saying though is it is confirmed ideal to not just charge or leave it plugged in charging all the time, but to let it get down to 20 or 30% before charging it back up again.
Yeah. Okay, recycling batteries.
That one. Oh, yes.
How and where, and why not just throw them in trash? Because they're toxic. Have you ever had a battery leak on you?
Oh.
They will eat through you like the aliens. What is it in the alien movies? That their blood is toxic and like eats through metal. Like the batteries are corrosive to the point where it like I used to have I got one of these game controllers, those ones that you got at the mall that had like 1,000 games in them, but really it was 10 games that they just repeated over and over again. So we got one of those cheap little bastard things, and the problem was it was battery powered and also powered by cord. Now, apparently, this is one of those things that were not designed to have both battery and cord plugged in. If you plugged the cord in and had the batteries in the device, the batteries would explode.
Ooh.
And they would leak all over you. And so this controller was designed like a Nintendo 64 controller. I don't know if you remember what those looked like. Those had the 3 bars, and you had like the joystick in the middle, and then on the back there was like a cartridge. Well, in this device, that was where the batteries sat. So if you're playing the controller and the batteries explode and start leaking on your legs, like I'm surprised I don't have scars from them. But yeah, it burnt straight through my jeans. Holes in the jeans, like it just ate through them, and then you just.
All right, so it's toxic material that we definitely don't want on us, and it would be really, really bad to have in landfills. So where do we recycle batteries?
googling like battery recycling. Oftentimes Best Buys have like some sort of recycling program, or your
Tech places
yeah
in
tech
general.
places. You can ask around if like they don't have it, then they probably know who does. But yeah, definitely want to, and they might, some places might charge you, some depending on the area you go to, you might get charged to recycle them, which
Hmm.
is annoying and inconvenient, but better
Better
for the
than the
world. Yeah.
environment. Yeah.